Hey everyone, Metaverse Philosopher here again. Today we're going to be doing an Apple Vision Pro app review for Crayon. Alright, so a lot of y'all might know this word crayon. In the US here, it's basically the most well-known wax coloring sticks. I guess that's the right way to describe it. Crayons, that's how famous they are. Everybody only knows them as crayons. So let's go ahead and begin this experience. Wow. All right, so looks like you can go ahead and erase things. I set it to the ocean environment. We set up a nice little skybox here. I feel like I'm right on the water. All right, so let's go ahead and start drawing. Okay, so looks like you can also upload USDZ files. And I go here, let's go to open palette. Touch your right index finger to erase anything, okay? And let's go to the paint. All right, this is what I'm talking about. So one of my favorite colors is blue and red. So let's first go to blue. You can choose the hue, saturation, brightness, size, calligraphy, metallic. So let's go to this. Kind of interesting how they have these little different colors on your hands. Maybe do you like click one to change it? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool actually. So you can be holding multiple colors at the same time. Let's go back to the blue. My cursive isn't that good, but let me give this a shot. Wow. Hello. All right. Not bad. So let's start and erase it. Oh, that was easy. Let's go to these boxes then. All right, you can make cones too. All right, I want to choose the green. Okay, and then you can sort of adjust the size of it. Whoa, that's crazy. All right, let me grab this one, put it here. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I like this app so far. It's definitely the most interactive in terms of UGC that I've experienced in any of these Vision Pro apps. It would be nice to have some music here. It just feels a little bit just sort of a static world. And I think that's one of the big things about a lot of the Vision Pro experiences I've had so far, except a few I've reviewed on my channel, is you don't really want this like VR void static kind of environment. Like you want something where it's like, you know, you're hearing noises of like digital birds, or you're in a forest, or the ocean waves. Definitely having some kind of ambient sound makes it a lot more immersive in an experience. But I will say, in terms of like actual functionality of making these things, it's pretty darn cool. Oh, it looks like it's a little bug here. I can't get that small one. Interesting. All right, so let's go back to drawing, since that's my favorite. Okay. So let's actually go to metallic. Let's draw something cool. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna draw a person. Whoa. Whoa, it's a little trippy because like it's immersive in space, so you can see it's like three-dimensional the way I drew this. I guess this is like a kind of a Picasso surrealism environment. So let me just keep going on that theme. You guys can kind of see the head here. All right, let's make his head red. Yeah, let's draw a little bit. Okay, nice. Wow, this is so cool. This reminds me of like doing some housework of any sort of glue or plaster you need. And actually, this actually looks like when you go to the basement and you look at the roof, they've used different sealant to color things in. Wow. All right, okay. So let me go ahead then back to the green here. All right. Okay. Good. Now, let's change the hue. Oh, nice. You can start. Ooh, I want that nice little turquoise. There it is. And what is matte? Let's try that out. Let's give this guy a nice little suit to wear. Okay. And then we're gonna give him, let's see here. I think I need a little more hair. So let's go back to the red. And let's do matte again here. Oh wow, look at that. That's cool. You can actually like stand up and look at this thing spatially. That is pretty darn cool. All right, definitely this angle doesn't look that good. Wow, you can like check out some of these details in very, very close proximity. This is really cool. I'd love to just listen to some music, maybe like some classic rock or something, like Bob Dylan, while painting here. I could do this for hours, I think. This is pretty fun. I'm curious if like you can upload this to a gallery and share your art with others, or if you can see others' art. I think that'd be a really cool community piece to this. It feels so sad that, you know, I get out of this environment and then it just deletes whatever I drew. But I understand. All right, let's go to orange. Oops. Let's go to orange. Okay, that's interesting. So like, there's, you know, it's a little bit buggy, a little bit. So like when I'm changing the hue of the color and clicking and pinching, it actually paints. So let me go ahead and paint this here. And let me actually stand up. Okay. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. There we go. Oh man, this guy's hair looks like ketchup and mustard now. Maybe that's what I can do now. Let's make this modernist version of McDonald's. I like that actually. Okay. Let me add a little bit more here. You good, sir? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and add the logo. This is a nice McDonald's yellow. What is your guys' favorite order at McDonald's? Love the nuggets. Love getting the 40-piece nuggets and the sweet and sour sauce and some barbecue too. But I've been trying to eat more healthy lately, so not really eating it too much. But it is really addicting. Okay, so let me go ahead and erase. So you actually don't click to erase, you just tap. So you need to be kind of careful. Okay. Let's go back here. Wow. Okay, let's give this guy a tie. Let's give him a tie. Alright, this tie should be purple. And let's change it to, what is calligraphy? Let's try that out. Alright, here. Because you gotta be, oh, he's got that grimace purple for the tie. Oh man. Okay. Whoa. Alright, this looks crazy. Alright. And the last thing I think this needs is a burger. Definitely can't be going to McDonald's without a burger. So, alright, we gotta change the hue. Wow, yeah, look at this painting. That's kind of cool though. All right, let's go here. And I think we're gonna need to make it a bit darker. Ah! Okay. That's better. Alright. Let's actually make a turquoise burger. Makes it harder to select the color, actually, but still love this app so far. It's been really nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a burger here. So I want to make it spatially, so... Alright, there we go. Whoa, look at that. Alright, we're gonna go green patty. You guys ever seen that book by Dr. Seuss, the green eggs and ham one? I'm gonna make that green burger here. Okay. And let's change this to... Let's make the bun this nice red here. Magenta. Okay. And then, alright, let's make a nice little bun here. So if you want to draw things spatially, I guess you have to like, yeah, like that. Whoa. And you can color in. I'm curious the performance of this app as I draw more and more. Let's actually go to the bottom here now. Okay. All right. Modern McDonald's right here. What do y'all think of this? Okay, let's just do a last few, adding a few shapes. Let's give him a birthday hat for sure. We can actually add an image. No way. Whoa, so let's add a brick. No way, let's add a brick. And then a cylinder. Whoa. Yup. Because you gotta have a table, right? Alright, let's get this thing. There we go. Wow, so I can see how with these preset pieces, you can probably make some cool stuff. This is my first piece of art, Picasso McDonald's. What do y'all think? Alright, I really like this app overall. It's very immersive. I think you should definitely check out Crayon. I think it's one of the coolest Vision Pro apps I've used so far, and I think they could make it even better by adding some music and adding like a community feature. Alright, thanks so much y'all, and see you next time.